like a Hellcat.
Before we get started, I have a favor. If you enjoy my content and want to see me continue to improve in both quality and size, please check out my Patreon linked in the description. Any amount helps and it is greatly appreciated. There are so many rewards for each level of donation, so go check it out. Now back to the video. Hey everyone, this is UnTitledChapter. In today's video, we're going to kind of be doing my, recap on all the stuff that happened dealing with Overwatch 2 at Blizzconline the other day. I will be recording this all in one chunk, but I'll be splitting it into sections. I don't know what the sections will be split into. I might go ahead and split it to what the predetermined sections are down here. I'll probably do like the hero missions, progression, talent in one video, this intro part in one video, the enemy units, and new hero looks in one, and then the story development in one. So, yeah. I actually might record it all except for this, but let's go ahead and hop into it. Yeah, 40 minutes of this, so be prepared. I think we can go ahead and skip the intro part. PvP, new maps, and role updates.
All of our players at home, they want to see one of the new maps that we've never talked about before.
Really? I can just talk about anything that I want to.
Aaron Keller talking about Rome is the map that they're going to be talking about. Rome is going to be one of the new maps. It's going to be like a refurbished version of like modern day, because modern day Rome is very like destroyed and broken up. But in this, they've rebuilt the Colosseum and stuff like that. I think this is going to be a beautiful map. They didn't really say what game type it's going to be. They're showing the art and basic blocking out of it. Overall, it's really cool. You just... all absolutely amazing, but I'll continue letting you listen.
I think we've made for the entire game, and it just absolutely took my breath away.
Can we reveal more maps?
Yes, Scott. Scott, why don't you have the honor? Why don't you reveal, like, is there an artified, like, let's pick an artified
The next one is New York.
To make it as authentic as possible while still...
And New York, it's going to be a huge map. And by the looks of it, it's going to be absolutely huge. Have a massive, really highly detailed backdrop. Train station, though, a lot of this looks very... There's some sections of it that do look like early in progress. I'm not sure if that was just the weird angles. Like the subway station looked like it was a little like an early iteration or something like that. I'm not sure if that was the intention or what. Yeah, so we have the new maps. And there have been some role updates that are going on.
Some of the philosophical changes we're making to the approach.
PvP feels different and new. We're upgrading our combat feel. The roles are playing differently. When it comes to all new maps, it's a pretty big departure from where we are on live right now. So I can't wait to see where we end up with it by the time we launch this thing.
We're also experimenting with the idea we call role passives, which are passive abilities that a hero can have based on what role they are. For example, currently in our internal builds, the tank heroes all have knockback reduction against them, and they also generate less ultimate charge for enemies that are shooting at them. Damage dealing heroes have a movement speed bonus, which is great for flanking around the map, and healing heroes...
Basically, they gave every DPS, Genji, and Tracer's passive speed boost. Which is interesting. I'm not sure if you can call them passives, more or less the specifics and the details and the installations of each role instead of passives. Like DPS, they just move faster than tanks and supports. Tanks, they're just more resistant to knockback than supports and DPS. And supports can heal themselves passively, which we'll talk about the others. I'm not sure that class is passives. More... just what I guess a new definition of what it means to be in the specific role.
Support heroes have automatic healing that kicks in after they haven't taken damage for a while, very similar to Mercy's passive, but a little bit of a lower rate.
One of the more shocking changes that we've been exploring in Overwatch 2 PvP is a change to the tank role entirely. That's applied to all of the tanks. We want to try to make them more toe-to-toe brawlers and less characters that just stand back and protect other people.
So, for example, for Reinhardt, we've given him 2 charges of Fire Strike, so he can throw Fire Strikes a lot more aggressively and more often. Also, his charge, he's able to cancel it now, and you can steer it more aggressively, so you can, you know, not quite turn a corner, but you can definitely more accurately pin targets.
So a Reinhardt
Cancel it,
rework.
it allows you to
I
use it much
actually
more
do not have a
aggressively.
problem
And,
with that.
Healing here.
We're gonna mute it. But I definitely don't have a problem with that. Now, something else somebody mentioned is that in none of these, like they showed like a 5v5 multiplayer game. It seems like they might be going a 5v5 approach and having be 1 tank, 2 DPS, 2 supports, which I'm not sure how I feel about, if I'm being entirely honest. I mean, it's okay. Also, I'm 90% sure. I might be wrong. I'm 90% sure I saw. No, never mind. That Genji was on their team. Do we get a new look at the Soldier 76? No, we don't. This isn't an updated. Soldier 76 get an update. We do get a tease of his updated look. We don't have it yet. So Reinhardt, his rework, he can turn better. Has 2 charges of fire strike, which is actually really cool. I like
Targets
it.
without feeling like you're going to sacrifice.
He can also
all
cancel
of your positioning, everything.
his
to get there. He's
charge
almost
whenever
more
he feels
terrifying
like.
now with this, be able to unleash his full arsenal more often than kind of just being the guy with a shield.
It's really nice,
The
actually.
changes to Reinhardt that we're trying, and they might not ship. That's just the reality. But the changes
I hope they stay this
that
way, 'cause
we're
I definitely
trying
like the
right
idea.
now are to try to embrace more of that instinct that players have when they want to play a big.
However, it
burly
almost seems like we're seeing a lot of a 4v4 game. Also, I don't know what this extra health is, this extra green health. I'm not sure what character is providing this or what's going on, but it shows up several times. I'm not sure if there's going to be like a pickup somewhere on the map that you can pick up and it generates more health, or if it's something attached to some hero or something like that. It's quite interesting. But the thing is, a lot of these, it's been a 4v4. So I'm thinking there might be a new
character
competitive
that looks
4v4 mode that
aggressive
comes with
and
this, and I don't
feels
know.
like it should be aggressive.
But like it 100% looks like there is a 4v4 official game, because what's looking like is it's a tank. They're actually 4v4 or 4v5. A lot of it looks like 4v4, but there's some 4v5
Shortly after
stuff.
BlizzCon, we
So
spun
maybe
up
there
this
is a
group, our
4v5
combat
mode
field
coming,
group,
or it's the
to
replacement.
really
I don't
just
know.
work on what happens when a player holds the trigger.
We're putting a ton of effort into looking at all of our characters and trying to give them even a more visceral weapon feel.
From sound to VFX to animation to the design of these units, all new sounds for a lot of our weapons in the game, and a whole new sound system that's driving it. And we didn't just level up a unit, we leveled up the rest of the game.
So with the graphical integrity
When we first started
and
working
the
on
engine
Overwatch,
changing,
we
the sound
spent
engine is
quite a bit
also
of time
changing.
working on gunfire sounds and just general combat feel to make it feel really awesome. We're revisiting pretty much everything. Nothing's off the table, so we're looking at even kind of small things such as quick melee attacks that every hero has. So they have kind of new audio pass and a new kind of feel.
It just
visual
feels like
effect
it
to hit things.
hits
One of the
hard.
bigger
I don't know. It
efforts
just
we're
feels like it's
undertaking
hitting
for
really hard.
Overwatch 2 is what we're calling our Weapon 2.0 Sound Pass. What this is a big overhaul to the weapon systems in the game. That means the way the gun feels in your hands. You could feel the ammo running out as you're getting
Like,
lower
I like
on
that. I
clip.
like the
We really
ammo
tried to
running out
amplify
sounding
those
different.
sounds to better encapsulate the gameplay and the gunplay that comes with Overwatch 2.
Like, if that's what McCree's new weapon sounds like, that is actually awesome. It just sounds like it sounds like he's throwing a train at them whenever he
to
hits
feel
them.
like
Which is
they're in the environment.
impactful.
This meant working with Convolution Reverb. It's a new system that we've implemented into Overwatch. It's a way that we can capture the acoustics of an environment and transport it onto the sounds that we're using. So we went and captured tales of guns in different environments through our weapon shoots.
wow.
And then we've cut them and applied it so that we can support a lot more environments. Now we're supporting outdoor, urban outdoor, warehouse tales, tight tunnels, small rooms. And it
Overwatch
gives
is
a
coming
lot
to the
more
next
presence
generation.
to the
I'm just
weapons
saying.
and the way that they react.
Actually
in Overwatch.
incredible.
The
Some of this
shooter
stuff is
genre
actually
has
incredible.
evolved a lot since Overwatch 1 came out. On top of that, I think we really want to push the visceral nature of how we do combat. So we focused a lot, not just on the wonderful sound effects, but also with how the gun moves as you shoot. So you can really feel every single shot leaving the chamber. And there's a lot of subtle little tweaks we have to do
the
on
Reaper,
gameplay engineering
the
side to
Reaper
make
one
that
sounds
feel. And
amazing.
there's a lot of subtle sound effects.
Like, listen to that.
Also with how the gun
Let's
moves
get back
as
to it
you
real
shoot.
quick.
So you can really feel every single shot leaving the chamber. And there's a lot of subtle little tweaks.
Oh my gosh, Reaper just sounds so powerful.
On the gameplay engineering side to make that feel
It's
really
cool.
visceral. Everything from making sure that the camera
Also,
shakes are
Sojourn.
crisp, making
We
sure
get so many good looks at Sojourn in this.
to do on the gameplay engineering side to make that feel really visceral. Everything
Like, we were 90% sure we know exactly what
Making sure that-
Sojourn's going to be. She's going to have, like, this plasma repeater. We think her alternate fire is going to be, like, a burst. Like, this, she's going to be able to just, like, almost like Lucio, just kind of shoot it out in a burst, but it stuns them instead by what we've seen in gameplay. Looks like she's going to have, like, some sort of mini graviton. She's going to have, like, a rushing jump. But then she has a railgun. Just several charges of railgun here. I might break her down entirely
camera shakes
later.
are crisp, making sure
But
that
yeah,
if you get shot, you know
so
exactly
Sojourn
the
looks
type
cool. I
of
wish they would
figures
just
show
given
up
us a
on
full
outside of the
preview of what
reticle.
she is.
All these things.
Also,
play
Winston
into
has a
making the
change,
game
but didn't
feel
show
not
it here.
just
But he's
tight and
received a change as
responsive,
well.
but also modern and up to date. Take 76 for example. What we wanted to do in Overwatch 2 with his weapon
Wow!
was make it
You see that? Jump on top of him and throw everything at Bastion, and he dies.
really feel incredibly powerful. And that
I didn't
happens
think it
with
was
a bunch of different
possible.
elements mixed together. But it really feels like the gun is almost just outside of your control. A lot of that comes down to this camera shake technology, where every time you fire the weapon, you want to feel like it's running through your entire body, and the camera shake gives that extra.
I think that's going to be
visceral shot out
amazing.
of the chamber.
The gun
It
shaking
makes
less
him
with the
feel
camera shaking more. I
really
definitely
great.
like that.
You guys got a sneak peek of Sojourn from last BlizzCon. She's been under development for quite a while, and she's actually quickly at this point become a lot of people's favorites in-house. When we look back at Overwatch when it was originally created, there was a lot of heroes that were made from a gameplay.
Yeah, I'm trying
Shot out of
to
the
because it seems like
It makes him
that
feel
secondary
really
fire
great.
ability
You guys got a
activates
sneak peek
sometimes
of
whenever
Sojourn
she.
from last BlizzCon.
I'm gonna
She's
watch
been,
it here.
under development.
We're gonna pause it and we're gonna go in slow mo, see if we can see it.
quite a while, and she's actually quickly at this
So she fires it. She fires it, and it's like a well, it's part of a railgun ability,
point
but it's like a
become
stun.
A lot of people's favorite
It has a low cooldown though. It was up back really
in
quickly.
the house. When we look back, at
But it looks like it was currently
Overwatch
active
when
in
it
that
was
one.
Originally created.
Actually, it almost looks like it might be part of a passive too, because she had the little bar go up in the middle. It almost looked like how like the kinetic energy she built up from dealing damage. I have no clue though.
When we look back,
Okay, it's
at
like it's active right now, so maybe it's something that is
Overwatch when it
passively.
was originally-
Or no, what if she has the build up kinetic energy for it, and then she fires it out? She has to build up kinetic energy by dealing damage.
become
To fire
a
it
lot
out,
of
maybe?
people's favorites. in
You know
that.
what? She can only fire it when she has some kinetic energy. I'm thinking that's what it is. So she gets kinetic energy by dealing damage, or something like that, by firing and dealing damage. And when she gets kinetic energy, she can fire it out into a stun. That's
Ouch.
interesting. Now I have no idea what any of her other
Look
abilities
at
are. I know she does have like a
Overwatch
jump,
when it was
a
originally
jump or
created.
a slide,
There's
a
lot of
power
heroes that
slide.
were made
I think that's
from a
what
gameplay
the other one
standpoint,
is.
kind
It's
of
the power slide.
surrounding a weapon type. For example, Farah was based on a rocket launcher hero. Widowmaker is clearly like kind of the sniper. We thought there was a weapon
Ooh,
that was kind of
that sounded cool.
missing that would be a lot of fun to play with, and that's a railgun. It's so much fun in the playtest to have this really
Yeah, her
powerful
ultimate's
shot that
active.
can,
She
rip through
charges
enemies
up
if you
kinetic
really are
damage
accurate
with
it.
this
She's-
one.
She's all about that aim skill. So if you got that aim skill, you'll love her.
We're still exploring new game modes, and we're also reevaluating older game modes that people are more critical of. You know, we're of the mindset maybe 2CP doesn't exist in Overwatch 2, and maybe there's a new cool game mode that replaces it. We really want Overwatch 2
3CP.
to feel like the next evolution, a true
Strongholds.
sequel to the first game, not an add-on. It's not a small part.
Recently, a bunch of pros and content creators tried out a new custom game mode, which it basically worked like a Strongholds game mode in Halo, where you had to control 3 objectives, and you gain points per kill based on how many objectives you control. I think that might be a good replacement for it. I don't know though. It's a cool mode.
It's not an extension of the original game. This is an evolution and a replacement to the original game, and I think it's exciting.
All right, well, since we're going to save the hero missions for the next one, thank you all for watching. What do you guys think about the new PvP stuff, new role updates, and new maps that are coming to Overwatch 2? Tell me your opinions in the comment section down below. As always, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Follow me on my socials. I keep it with you. Channel _, join the conversation, Patreon. If you feel like supporting me, this is Matt, the Old Avenger. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Peace out.